Hi everybody, it's Andy from Snow Camps Europe, and in this video we are doing an end of winter review of the Snow Camps Europe goggles that you may remember we had developed last summer. About this time last summer, I made a video telling you that we were about to produce some very high spec goggles that we would be giving away to people who attended our camps. Which we did. We gave away half of the allocation to people who came to the camps. And then the other half, we sold a good few pairs via the website, many of them in the pre-sale. And we do have a few pair left. And I'll tell you about what we're going to do with those in a second. Now, they were price pointed at 160 euros. So they are up there with some of the better known brands. And the goggles are actually made in one of the factories that makes a couple of very well-known brands of goggles. And we did go for quite a high spec. If you haven't seen the video where we go through all the specs, I'll quickly run through some of the main ones for you. And the first one was the full gold Revo lens. So this is the very bright sunlight, high altitude lens. Also has a anti-scratch coating on the inside. We also have an anti-fog coating. And as you can see, obviously magnetic lenses. Now, we went with six very strong magnets for the lenses, and we also went with triple foam on the inside of the goggles with a microfiber fabric touching the face, which wicks the moisture away and is very, very comfortable.
I'm really enjoying how these goggles are feeling around the face and how it fits into the helmet. You get all different shapes and sizes, sometimes they don't, but it's the triple layer foam that is really making that work, getting it nice and secure. And it's a real cold day here today, around about -10 to -15. I've got no cold air coming in anywhere right now, so it's been holding up well.
You can see they are a very wide goggle. You have a very big range of view, and then with the strap we opted for 3 silicone lines on there to stop them from slipping off your goggles. So that's some of the specs. We also gave you, as well as the full gold Revo lens, we gave you a yellow low light lens.
The most important thing for me when it comes to ski goggles is clarity and visibility. There's been a lot of rolling fog and low light, which you get all the time here at Revelstoke, and I've been really impressed with just how much light has been let in with these clear lenses. In contrast with my other goggles, I've actually had some difficulty with the low light lens in that fog, but this has done really well. It's opening everything up. I can see where I'm going, which is a good place to start.
And I will tell you about that in a second. We have just today put in our order for our improved goggles for next year. So the goggle frame is going to be the same. The full gold Revo lens will be the same, but with a slight tweak. You will also get the yellow lens. But what we will have next year is we're going to have a third lens, which is going to be a orange lens. And I'll tell you why in a second. We are also going to be having some I would say semi-hard cases because the front is hard and the back is a net fabric. Okay, so the semi-hard case to store and protect the goggles in. This is actually from a very well-known brand of goggles. I am literally covering up their logo, but these are used by some of the very well-known brands of goggles, as are the full hard case, which I've actually had mine stored in, that used to be for my messy weekend goggles. Don't mind giving them a shout out. So yeah, we've gone for a semi-hard case for the goggles next year. And again, every single lens is going to come with the cloth bag, which you can use to clean the lenses and also store the goggle in. So improvements for next year. We noticed that when we gave these goggles to people on the camps, they would come out on the first day with their gold lens, no matter what the weather. And quite often that was very low light up on the glacier with poor visibility, and they struggled. And we asked the question, why did you not put in your yellow lens? And they actually said, well, we didn't know what it was for. We didn't know the difference. We thought this one looked better, so we've used this rather than switching to the low light lens, which would have meant they could have had way better clarity of vision.
Bearing in mind that I've been skiing all day using the Snow Camps Europe goggles, I've just switched over to my normal goggles, which are the Outdoor Master Ultra snow goggles. There's a noticeable difference. My eyes are watering, and the light that I see, it's a flat light. It's not enhanced the way that it is with the goggles from Snow Camps Europe. With those ones, I feel like everything is brought to life a little bit more. There's a bit more vibrancy to everything that I can see out there, and that's allowing me to see the detail. Whereas this is just, like I say, yeah, it's flat. Do you know, it's almost as flat as the light that you're trying to sort of avoid seeing. So, yeah, noticeable difference.
So what we've done is we are now going to, and I'll put some images on the screen, we're going to etch onto the left corner here. So this is going to have a sun icon and a mountain for high altitude and bright sun. Then the low light, we're going to add some clouds for low light. And then the orange lens is an in-between lens. So it's going to be for broken sun and broken cloud and sun. Because what I noticed personally is when I was using the full gold Revo lens on a bright sunny day, if any cloud came in, it then appeared to be slightly darker. Now I still could see undulations and bumps and profile of snow, but it seemed to be a little bit darker. But if I then switched to the yellow lens, that improved it. But if the cloud then moved and the sun came out, I would have needed to switch back to my gold lens. And I don't ski around with a backpack, so I can switch my lenses backwards and forwards. So what we've decided to do this year is we are bringing in a orange lens, category 3, which filters out 73% of the light, which is going to sit in between the low light lens and the high altitude bright sun lens. So that is going to have icons on there, which is going to basically be sun, maybe sun and cloud actually. So you'll see on the images now. So we're going to have 3 lenses. So again, when you get given or you purchase your goggles, you're going to get the full gold Revo and the low light lens. You will then be able to purchase the orange lens at a very reasonable cost, and you'll also be able to purchase the semi-hard case. And we will obviously do a bundle deal where if you were to buy the lot, then you would get a discount. Equally, if you do come onto one of the camps, you're going to get given your pair of goggles with your full gold Revo. You're going to get your yellow. That's all included in your camp. And then if you want to, while you're in resort, you can purchase the middle lens or you can purchase the semi-hard case. Every lens will come with a cloth bag, as I said. So folks, if you haven't seen the videos where we first introduced this, then have a little look at the end and keep an eye out for an offer. As I said at the beginning, we have got a little bit of stock left from last year. So these goggles, okay, which in essence, the new one's going to be the same. They've just got slightly different branding on them and your possibility to get that orange lens. But the goggles we've got in stock now, I don't know exactly how many pair there are, maybe about 20. We are going to do an offer on the website and on the Facebook page. We're going to heavily discount those. So if you would like to purchase a pair, then please do. And then when the orange lens arrives, you can then purchase that. It's going to fit onto these goggles because the frame of the goggle is exactly the same as last year for the new ones this year. And also if you wanted to get your semi-hard case, you could also purchase that. But keep an eye out on the Facebook page, keep an eye out on the website, and we are going to, as I say, sell the last few pair of these at a very good discounted price. Now, how did the goggles actually fare? Well, I found them to be outstanding. We also had some other feedback, and one guy over in Canada actually made a review video on these.
A reminder that this cost around $100, whereas Snow Camps Europe, it's around $220 to $230, 160 euros for everyone on the other side of the continent. But I think that is a fair price for the quality. I stand by that from what I said in the previous video.
And I will put that above my head so you can go and see that. He tested them mainly with the low light lens, which he said he'd not had a better low light lens. So go and have a look at that. If you like the video, folks, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be posting many different videos through the summer months on the run up to winter 24-25. And if you are thinking about coming on to one of the camps, then drop us an email and let's have a chat. It's Andy for Snow Camps Europe saying bye for now.